Final video for the Takara Fighter 1 and Fighter 2. I have been doing this panel line accent color, and I kind of maybe halfway gave up. Started using my Gundam marker instead for the panel lines, and I suppose it works just as well. Just going along here and filling it in. So if you make a mistake, just get an eraser and it'll take it off real easy. Oh shoot, see, I just made a big mistake right there. I'll just rub it off with my finger, I guess. But yeah, the marker doesn't get into some of the crevices the way that the panel line accent stuff does, right? So let's try this next here. I need this to go down there, and see, it's not falling down there very well, unfortunately. The bad news is that this, you don't have as much control with this stuff though, because it might, get in. It's just like the 90-degree angles and such, and you don't really want the ink to get there. So whatever. All right, let's look at the blue ship here. I put a couple of extra little decals here on the sides here on both of these. They got that off of the Russian flanker. So just run the marker along the lines here and fill it all in. I know black is kind of a little bit too bold, but I'm just not really in the mood anyways. And there we go.
You can take a bath first.
Oh, really? Okay. There we go. Looks okay, I suppose. Alright, now let me find my eraser. Alright, so I got my eraser. It says Tamiya, but it really doesn't matter what it is. Just any eraser will do. And I'll just rub that out. Comes right off. Let's do in the corner here. That should clean that up just fine. There we go. Very great. So I could do the enamel thinner on the parts that I used the accent color on. You can use alcohol actually, or acrylic thinner to remove the excess of the Gundam pen. There we go. Get these little side vents and get that there. And oh yeah, definitely I'll take this here. Cool. Perhaps you can see the difference. I sure can, between the panel line accent color that was handled by the Tamiya versus the Gundam marker. The Gundam marker is a little bit too thick. The Tamiya one is a little bit finer. Although I did do the Gundam on this wing here, and I think maybe that wing too, but oh well. The Gundam marker is not as fiddly. It's more predictable, but on the other hand, it's not as fine detailed. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to use this Gundam marker for the large areas here. There. And then, because the Tamiya didn't really get these very well. Or the Tamiya didn't really work very well on these. I have bad allergies. The farmers are planting their rice. Pretty sure that's what is causing my allergies to go crazy every time this year. There. Now I can just use alcohol thinner, or sorry, acrylic thinner to remove the excess. I'm going to let that dry though for now. So again, this is just a standard Gundam marker, the big fat one. So I'm using Mr. Hobby Aqueous thinner, and I'm using a smaller swab because I like how tight it is. It's not big and fluffy. I am just getting in between here to remove all the excess. Looks better. Let's do the same with this one here. I'm gonna dip in. There we go. Just get rid of the extra stuff off on my apron, and just get in between here. I mostly got, it was pretty neat how I put it on there, but just got a little bit of extra to clear out. Okay. Now, I put the panel lines down before doing a clear coat, so the decals are still exposed. That's not a good thing to do, but I just figured out what the heck, right? Anyhow, let me get some more. I'm not really being totally serious with these kits. I'm just, if anything, if you get anything out of this video, or just to see how these older kits build up. At this point, I really couldn't recommend going out and buying these because the Hasegawa's Fighter 1 is out and Fighter 2 is almost out. It's coming out in June, and I believe I should probably have this video uploaded before then. Now, I'm not having a successful time getting rid of the excess in between there. It's coming off, I guess. Let me just get another cotton swab and repeat the process. Alright. That's looking better now. I'm not interested in weathering this or anything like that. I just, yeah, whatever. Let's just keep it simple with this build. Whenever I get around to the Hasegawa kit, though, I might go all out. I might even try lighting the engines and such. But we'll see about that. Alright, well that looks a lot better now. It looks a lot cleaner. So I will proceed with the rest, and then it'll be time for a clear coat. You can see here I have taped this up because I want to do a semi-gloss. Okay, check this out. So if I just go over all of the thick Gundam marker areas with alcohol in a Q-tip or cotton swab, or whatever you want to call it, it makes the lines finer. So look at this. I'm cleaning it up, and it actually looks pretty nice now. Wow. The thing about excess is that it's just so excessive. However, this is pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to go over these areas that I did previously, yeah, that's a new word. I'm silly. I kind of got rid of too much on this wing though. I may have to redo that wing. But this is looking a lot nicer. Okay, learn from my mistakes, everybody. Don't do the eraser thing. I saw that in like a Gundam building book. It was like a tutorial. Don't do it, because when you do that, it lays down like a layer of rubber or something, and it was wanting to catch the excess paint when I was removing it with the alcohol, the acrylic thinner. So I got so frustrated it wasn't coming up very well. I just went ahead and got like a 2000 grit sandpaper. Just started doing just wet sanding. And it's looking a lot better now. So yeah, don't do the eraser thing. Just use acrylic thinner. And if you're using acrylic paint though on the model, that would not be a good thing to do. Just like dropping it on the floor is also not a good thing to do. And but yeah, there you go. And through all that ordeal, the crazy panel lines are mostly all gone now. So I'm going to have to just repeat the process real quick, I suppose. Hopefully real quick.
This is a premium aqueous Howie color semi-gloss. Put it out with some aqueous thinner.
because the stands were a bit boring, and also because these this decal didn't really feel good about using it, I scanned it and printed it out onto some laser printer decal paper, and that's what you see here. I just dipped this into some warm water rather quickly. Now we are ready. And let me go ahead and use some Mark Setter here just to help it slide around a little bit more. There we go. There. So yeah, I just scanned it, cleaned it up a little bit, and now it's like pure white, right? Because it was kind of yellowish, as you saw. Now let's just drop this down here and help slide it around a little bit. Let me get a cotton swab here. Get it wet. Okay, now I didn't do any tester's decal bonding or whatever spray. I just soaked it directly, and it seems to be pretty strong. Crap. Just help it to obey a little bit more. So yeah, I figured, hey, it'd be cool if because I wanted to paint this white. And I figured just do the blue one and the red one, respectively. So it looks kind of cool, actually. Not totally. You know, it did a fairly decent masking job. Not, you know, it's not 100% perfect, but it looks pretty good. I think it looks nice, I guess. Oh crap. What's that? Okay. Alright. Let's do this one. And again, Mark Setter. There we go. I probably should have used the decal bonder, but I suppose this is okay. Okay. Still is a little bit lopsided. Great. Okay. Now maybe kind of spread this flat. Let's inflatonate it, right? Inflatonate. Is that a word? I don't think so. There. And I might use I probably will. I'll use the Mark Softer on this. There. So how do they look here? Let's see. I guess they're pretty much centered. This needs to go down a little bit flatter though. Might smooth it out, but I think the Mark Softer is gonna really do the trick. Alright. There we go. Alright, now, once this is dry, I am going to do a clear coat, and then I'll be done with this model. Models, I should say. There's two of them. Neat. And while these are now complete, I have removed the masking from the canopies. So these came together pretty, more or less nicely, save for the really aged decals, unfortunately. But yeah, what are you gonna do? You know, you need the white decals, right? For the J, especially. The 1 and 2, you could do your own, I suppose. You know, it's just you're applying the decals on top of the white. So now, apparently, this is the yellow right here on the blue only, and it's supposed to be white on the red one. But you know, whatever. I don't care. I'm not gonna try to repaint that because I just don't give a crap. So, pretty freaking cool. The proportions are very nice for an old Takara kit from a long time ago. The only thing is that it lacks those engine detail parts that I put in myself, thanks to, oh shoot, what company makes those now? Is it Kotobukiya? Yeah, Kotobukiya makes these things. So, pretty freaking cool. One thing left to do. Now I've put down a clear coat on these, so it's nice and shiny. I'm going to keep them nice and shiny. And the blue one goes in the blue, obviously. Man, that looks so much cooler than having just a clear, you think? I do think. Except that I just ruined some of the paint there. I didn't want to... It doesn't want to go down there because the paint's in the way. Made the hole tight. Get in there, pal. There. Jeez, that was kind of scary. Loud popping noise, but everything's fine. Everything's good. I wake up the next day and they're on fire. Here is the red one. And I'm wondering... wondering if... that's not going to fit. I could perhaps... redo this here. Open this up a bit. Excellent. Yeah, that's gonna hopefully help this go in more betterly. Alright. So, yeah, neat little kits. They're really old. I think I might start on the Dongo fairly soon. And I am so glad I did not try to track down the Minerva because I now have it. It's in my possession, actually. Just arrived tonight. And anybody who's paying up the nose for the Galleon, I would probably caution them not to, because I wouldn't doubt it if the Galleon is next. If Hasegawa is going to continue on a roll like they're doing with the Crusher Joe kits, hopefully it will go past just these 3 kits and continue on into the Galleon, and who knows, maybe we might see a Dongo. So instead of a 1/500 scale Minerva, they have a 1/400 scale, as you may have just seen in the box. Instead of a 48 scale Galleon, how about a 35th scale? That might be pretty cool. That might be pretty darn freaking cool. And maybe another Dongo and a Siren, maybe, 72nd scale to match these guys here. But yeah, so again, these are 100 scale. The Hasegawa ones are 72nd scale, and that is pretty darn cool. Anyhow, back to the kits here. I did not really weather it, except for just, you know, the dirt with the paint that went down the imperfections of the paint job that when I did the panel lining, and it looks alright, I guess. I'm not going to go all out with it, but there you have it. So, yeah, thanks for watching this build video series. And, yeah, stay tuned for more, hopefully, more Crusher Joe stuff really soon. And, as always, may the force be with you. Live long and prosper. So long. Thanks for all the fish, and enjoy the slideshow. Bye.